Hi, Miss Gnomers here. Mixed media artist, prop designer, gnome pun enthusiast. And yeah, let's make some things. This is a project that I worked on live on Twitch. And I found this metronome at a flea market in Seattle and decided to paint a metronome on said metronome. Here I am, sketching out sort of a plan in chalk. Here I'm adding some primer. Give myself a nice clean canvas to work on. I have a blow dryer on hand when I need to speed up the drying process. Keep things moving along. This is acrylic paint I'm using. I'm mixing in some medium so it doesn't dry out and gives it a little bit more body. The thing I don't like about acrylics is that it dries so quickly, so the medium I use, it solves that problem. I've been doing props for 8-ish years, being a prop designer for the performing arts scene in Seattle. So I'm very familiar with painting on weird things. I especially like repurposing old, forgotten items and turning them into something new and fun, especially if it's about gnomes. I'm coming in with the blue now. I decided this little guy was going to be kind of like a Smurf gnome thing. And by the way, I do consider Smurfs to be gnomes. They're basically like little blue gnomes. So cute. So this is going to be a blue gnome. I have no plans about what I'm doing right now. I'm just going for it, layering in color. The greatest thing about acrylics is you can just always paint over what you did. No regrets. It's getting a really lovely full-grown beard here. Typical gnome fashion. And here come the creepy eyes. Warning. This gnome is kind of creepy. It does do a little stare down, and I apologize for any nightmares in your future. And now that I think about it, that smile is very, like, Joker-esque. It doesn't get less creepy, too, is the thing. It just maintains that amount of creepy pretty much throughout its life here, so it doesn't get better, I'm sorry. I'm finishing things up for this particular day by base coating the rest of his little gnome head. And now it's a new day. And here's a little bit of foreshadowing of projects to come. It's time for gnome accessories. The flower in his hair. Kind of a cartoony flower. But I'm going for a cartoony look, so there you go. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room, the super messy palette I've got going on here. I know you're supposed to work from a clean palette and all, but I really enjoy looking at just all of these past projects and paintings on top of paintings. It's like memories. It just adds to the experience for me. If my colors aren't perfect because of it, so be it. I'm all about the process. We have a costume change here, where I shake my tail feather, I suppose. And that's enough of that. We're getting a grassy beard going on here now. Maybe a little bit too much of a grassy green beard. And there will be an oil painting going on that thing. Now I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Bones here. He's one of my favorite props that I've ever made. And I made him in 2 days out of foam and hot glue and wire and cardboard and paint. And his name is Dr. Bones, don't you forget it. Now it's time to put on the makeup. Make those lashes lovely and make those eyes more creepy. Again, sorry about it. Time for some hat changes. Getting more Gnome. I have options, always. And sorry I'm falling off the page here constantly throughout this. When you're live on Twitch, it's easy to start scooting off into the distance. There's chat happening, so much going on. I had gone a little overboard with the beard here, so I'm going back in with some more blue. Trying to give some chin back to this little fella. I like how it kind of looks like grass though. I could have extended the beard around the face, but I decided to keep the face part just on the front bit of the Metronome. And on the other side of his face we have like a little ladybug, a little bug happening. A bug friend. I was pretty much set to go at this point, so I'm ready for my sealer. And this is one of my go-tos. It's a water-based sealer. And it's clear. This one is glossy, so this is going to have a semi-gloss shine to it. I figured it would be fun to be shiny. Much harder to take photos of glossy sculptures than with a matte sealed sculpture. So keep that in mind. I like to do at least 2 coats of sealer, just in case. Well, it depends on what it's going to be used for, but 2 is usually my default. I wasn't going to finish this, but chat convinced me to figure out how to fix the doohickey that goes back and forth. So I just grabbed a popsicle stick and painted it the red hat color, and I'm gonna just glue it in. And I'm using some shoe glue that I was just trying to use up. Normally I wouldn't use shoe glue for this project, but I like to not waste things, so there you go. And there you go, it's fixed. And I will say the doodad doesn't stay moving. It's not like weighted like it should be, but it still looks glorious. I love it. Anyway, I hope you've been inspired by this gnome art and go forth and make random objects into gnome puns as well. I am Miss Gnomers, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!